Good day to Sonaldo, wherever you are. This is our paid assignment presentation, which only both of us are doing it because of some reasons that I will explain later on. So we decided to come up with a name for our assignment, which is Perspectives of Educators, Classroom-Based Assessment CBA and School-Based Assessment SBA in Education. The purpose of this paid assignment was to convey our comprehensive interview report regarding the topic of perspectives of educators, CBA and SBA, which we focus specifically on interview insights from educators' perspectives on exploring and understanding the three domains of classroom-based assessment CBA. The first one, assessment of learning. The second one, assessment as learning. And thirdly, assessment for learning. For our respected lecturer, we hope Sir take in consideration of our report because we decided to do this group assignment in pair due to other previous members have found another teammate, which explain why only two of us are doing this assignment. We group our findings into sections, so can refer to our table of contents through our interview report that I attach through CN to make this interview report more understandable from the standpoint of readers. Therefore, our report comprises an introduction to classroom-based assessment, CBA, and school-based assessment, SBA, in the educational field, its functions, roles, objectives, and a detailed description or related analysis of interviews obtained from educators. Most crucially, all of our findings are consistent with the concepts underlying Malaysia's national education philosophy. According to the Ministry of Education in Malaysia, classroom-based assessment CBA approach encompasses three distinct domains: assessments of learning, which involves evaluating students' understanding and proficiency in the subject matter. Second, assessment as learning, which focuses on empowering students to reflect on their own learning process and develop self-assessment abilities. The third one, last but not least, assessment for learning, which revolves around utilizing assessment data to inform and enhance teaching and learning strategies. Who founded classroom-based assessment, or CBA? It was developed by a collaborative body of educational researchers, curriculum developers, and pedagogy experts over an extended period. So we never really know the resource of solo pioneer, but it had been proven developed by a collaborative body of educational researchers, which there are many of them that contribute to this idea or theory. So moving on to school-based assessment, which is an assessment method where students' learning progress is evaluated by the teachers within the school setting. It involves a range of assessment activities that are conducted by teachers, including tests, projects, practical work, and other forms of evaluations. What differentiated classroom-based assessment compared to school-based assessment is that classroom-based assessment primarily takes place within the classroom and focuses on assessing students' learning progress in a specific subject of course. It typically involves evaluating students' understanding of the material and their academic performance within the classroom environment. On the other hand, school-based assessment, or SBA, encompasses a broader range of assessment activities that extend beyond the classroom. It includes evaluating students' overall academic progress, including their performance in various subjects, their personal development, and their participation in extracurricular activities. SBA aims to provide a comprehensive evaluation of students' learning and overall development within the school community. While CBA tends to be more subject-specific and classroom-focused, SBA takes a more holistic approach, considering various aspects of students' academic and personal growth within the school setting. One example of classroom-based assessment is, imagine this. A science teacher designing a quiz to assess students' comprehension of the process of photosynthesis, including its chemical reactions and the environmental factors that affect it. This assessment could be administered after a series of lessons on the topic, allowing the teacher to gauge the individual student understanding and adjust subsequent instruction accordingly. On the other hand, an example of school-based assessment or SBA might involve a combination of assessments such as portfolio, showcasing students' work across different subjects, peer evaluations, and reflection on their overall personal and academic growth throughout the academic year. This assessment considers a broader range of students' achievements and progress within the school environment beyond the scope of individual classroom subjects. We managed to conduct interviews with few educators, ranging from different subject teachers, age differences, genders, etc. But some information of these educators we might not disclose because for personal reasons. But anyways, we are very thankful for them as they were willing to spend considerate time with us despite their career, business, or personal life. Other than that, due to our restriction or limitations in terms of financial matter or transportation, as we both are university students, we only interviewed educators through virtual platforms using social media such as WhatsApp and Facebook. After all, these educators are pretty much live far from us, so it's more convenient conducting the interview virtually. Our interview was done through questions and answers through WhatsApp. It was still doable despite some of our educators, their internet connection was incompatible. So it's okay as long as it can replace video calls, which we originally thought on doing the interviews with them, but it's not going to hinder our interview progress. For our questions, we self-developed 10 questions for our interviewees or educators. So I'm going to present the first 5 questions and my partner Anna will present the other 5 questions. So the first one is, what can you observe from your school that had changed academically after years of working as their educator? For the first questions, educators' answers varied. Some answered like increased use of technology in classrooms, greater focus on student-centered learning approaches, which is very interesting because I really love the concept of student-centered learning approach. And then there's more emphasis on continuous feedback and assessment, which is not all schools had these kind of groundbreaking changes throughout the years. So for the second opinion, we asked educators, in your opinion, how effective is the application of classroom-based assessment compared to school-based assessment? If so, which one is better? Or do you use both in conjunction? So again, their answers varied. The first one we received, classroom-based assessment provides immediate feedback for individual students. Also, school-based assessment offers standardized measures of student performance, as for some educators mentioned that. And then others said using both CBA and SBA together provides a comprehensive view of student progress, which in our opinion, using both of this assessment is a must, because if one is not used or like isn't balanced, then how could the education system in Malaysia could be improved in some way, like without any differentiated methods in it? Third question, what types of classroom-based assessment that you frequently use? And we asked these educators to elaborate its effectiveness. Some said quizzes to quickly gauge understanding of recent material, and then this activity, which is called exit tickets, to capture students' grasp of the lesson's key points, which is very interesting to know that there are teachers out there who actually maximize their creativity, which we might not see that all the time. And then there's peer assessments to encourage collaborative learning and provide diverse feedback, which is quite common. We hear that all the time in schools. And then for the fourth one, we ask them what types of school-based assessment that your school frequently use. If so, elaborate its effectiveness. So, of course, almost all school use standardized tests to measure overall student achievement across different classes, and then end of term exams to assess cumulative knowledge and understanding. Some educators also said performance tasks is a must to evaluate practical application of skills and knowledge. The fifth one, which is this is personal, like me and my partner tailor these specific questions to them, but they managed to answer it without being prejudiced or being opinionated from other educators, which in other words, they keep this open-mindedness, they keep being open-minded about all of our questions so far. So this one is quite debatable, but they managed to answer it with ease. So the question is, do you find other junior teacher, peers, or senior teachers are using the same method as you? One answered, many colleagues use similar assessment methods. Like they use what I use too, so it creates consistency. That means all students are having the same assessment methods from teachers. So that is from one educator, and then others said junior teachers often adopt methods from more experienced educators, which is relatable, or this is very evident because learning is a progress, and that you don't have to know anything. You need to have a peer evaluation too from your seniors. So this is a new thing, and not all educators kind of having this mindset, I guess. So, and then there's another said we share practices in meetings, which helps in refining and improving our approaches. I remember PLC, which is Professional Learning Community. It is very important in conducting any education evaluation or having peer meetings in the educational field, especially in Malaysia, where we are one of the countries that is culturally rich in culture. Now I'm going to hand this presentation to my partner, Anna.
I also covering 5 questions that start from the 6 until 10. What we have learned from the teacher that we have interviewed is, which is we have inspiring methods that digital tools is used for interactive platforms like Kahoot and engagement for assessment. And then we know that about to differentiate assessment to diverse students' need. And then for portfolio is tracking long-term student progress and achievement. And then we know about the implication on academic performance, which is about the classroom-based assessment that provide personalized and timely support. And then about the school-based assessment, which is to offer a broad view of overall student performance. Combine use that help identify students' strength and area improvement. And then personalizing is assessment. About the classroom-based assessment is more to personal tailors feedback to individual needs. While CBA, which is a school-based assessment, more to standard and less focused on individual difference. Next is achievement and recognitions. That's projects-based learning. We have learned that boost student engagement and performance. Recognition award professional development and successful practice. And the last is we know that about the school unique qualities and future aspiration, which is a technology integration that advance use technology in teaching and holistic education that strong focus student-centered learning and feature with ongoing innovation and personalized learning experience that we have learned from the teachers. This conclusion, we get a law of the limited education about the CBA and SBA. Before this, we know that initially our understanding of assessment was limited to traditional method visuals. Classroom-based assessment is a focusing on daily learnings and school-based is a measuring overall performance. Now, from the teacher that we have learned that CBA, which is classroom-based assessment, is highly effective in providing immediate personalized feedback and engaging students through diverse methods like quiz, Kahoot, and projects. While CBA is a school-based assessment, on the other hand, for broader evaluation of student achievement through standard tests and term exams. Both methods complement each other with CBA addressing individual needs and CBA SEO providing a holistic view. After that, we know that integrating insight from teachers so the importance of using both CBA and SBA to enhance student performance. Embracing technology and innovation practice in assessment will further support personalized learning and overall education success. Thank you.